What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about the series premiere of Black Lightning.
It is time that people know Black Lightning.
So I got a couple things written down, not too many notes because it was the pilot and I kind of wanted to pay attention to the show more. But so
Right.
what are your feelings on the show after just watching the pilot episode?
Well, so far I like it.
Yeah, it definitely feels way different than any of the other CW superhero shows, which I think is really good.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed more realistic, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
To a degree, if this kind of show can be realistic.
Yeah, I get what you mean. And, like, I really like it's like, as of right now, there's no big super villain as the main guy. It's like it's gangs and stuff like that. But then you also get a hint that the main villain is someone he's fought before. Like, they kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
I really like the music in it. The way they filmed it, I thought was really neat. Like, a couple of shots, like the one where, like, right before the gangs kidnapped his daughters, like they're going down from the sky, then underneath the cars they get out. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It was definitely very different. I really liked that. But here's a couple things that I wrote down about it. But the opening of the show is really interesting, with Jefferson being falsely accused by the police, and then his daughters narrating and being like, "That's the night that Black Lightning kind of returned."
Oh yeah.
I thought that was interesting that they had the daughter be the narrator and not him.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't expect it to open up with them getting pulled over by the cops.
Yeah, then even later again, like when he was going to get his daughter the first time, the cops, like, you can kind of see, like, they kind of tweak the audio a little bit so you don't hear it fully, but he's like, "Get your black ass on the ground," and he's like, "All right, well, now I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you two." Like, he gets it a lot, which that's, like, so different for this, like, for even on the CW. That I thought that was really interesting.
And he blows up the cop car.
Yeah.
There's a little tension between him and the cops.
Yeah, which I thought would be, if they do ever connect this to the Arrowverse, which they said they don't plan on season 1, but maybe down the line. I can see that being like, because, like, Barry's a cop. So him, like, them being, like, some tension between them, like, they're both Lightning. I can see them doing something with
Hard to have
that.
tension with Barry.
Yeah. But I can see them doing something little like that. But I thought that was real interesting. And then I like the texting and phone editing, like, when they're texting and, like, it pops up on the side. A lot of movies do that, but I thought it was interesting for the show. And then when he was trying to figure out where his daughter was, it popped up, like, the Find My Friends or whatever, and found where she was. I thought that was kind of cool how they did that.
Yeah, she called her sister Harriet Tubman in the first.
I was gonna write that down, but if you just remember, that was pretty funny. Right after the bat, she texts, "My sister got arrested for trying to be Harriet Tubman," and then later on too, she's like, "Stop calling me Harriet Tubman."
Yeah.
There's some pretty funny lines.
I like the daughters. They seem real.
Yeah, like a lot of the things, like comparing this to a newer show on CW, Supergirl, of the superhero shows. A lot of the writing and dialogue in that show seems very fake, and they're just having a conversation of, like, they're forced to. This, like, you can tell, like, it seemed like those girls grew up together.
Yeah.
It seemed very real, which I really appreciated and liked that. I put Dexter's dad as Black Lightning's Diggle/Felicity or Cisco, which I like him. I've seen him in Dexter. He was in Wilfred. He was can't think of the guy's name. The main guy in Wilfred's father in that. Now he's in Black Lightning, and I wonder if their show, because he's kind of connected to Black Lightning's dad, and Black Lightning's dad is connected to, like, why he became Black Lightning. So I don't know if they'll show flashbacks with him too. Which that's one of my other notes I wrote down is I really like the flashback style that they had, where like it was like black and white, but like the reds almost like Sin City with the reds are really bright.
Yeah.
I really like that style. And then this one I thought was kind of interesting. This is kind of like a throwaway line in the show, but there was like he was at his house. It was like right after he blew up the cop car, and like he attacked the cops after getting his daughter the first time. There's a bit on the news, and they're like, "How come that normal people, like, basically saying, how come the white guys and stuff like that are called heroes and stuff like that, but then he's called a vigilante and shit like that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. So maybe he may not be on Earth 1, but there's other heroes out there in where he's at, which is interesting."
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things out there that he's potentially on Supergirl's Earth, like, to just kind of fill in more stuff.
Right.
And I've heard the writers in an interview say they know exactly what Earth he's on. They're just not ready to say it yet. But so they've at least thought about that. And the last thing I wrote down is the tape that Jefferson watches in his office. Like, after he meets Dexter's dad. Like, we'll know the names later on, but the first episode we're just gonna call him Dexter's dad.
Right.
The guy that makes his suit. When he gets a tape from that guy, and he's like, "See, not everything's bad," and it shows the guy, he watches that tape every year on his birthday and all that. When he's fighting in that scene, that's his original Black Lightning suit from the comics, which is kind of cool. Even, like, when he goes back, he's gonna grab that suit, and he's like, "No, I made something better."
Right.
How'd you like that end fight scene?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like,
and going. I mean, we've seen it all in the trailer, where you got to see an
Yeah.
extended version of it, going through, just like busting everybody, even holding that kid over. That's pretty cool.
yeah. You said he's a meta, right?
Yeah, he's a meta. I'm sure they're gonna call him that, but yeah, he's a metahuman.
I mean, it's gotta be cool to be able to shoot lightning out of your hands.
Yeah, and it's cool because like we don't have to see him learn. He like knows all the shit already, so he's a badass right off the bat.
Yeah, like we don't have to. He doesn't have to like. We don't have to see his backstory.
Yeah, you don't have to see him get struck by lightning and be in a coma and all this shit.
See his
Like
parents
it'll
get
be
killed.
interesting if we see in flashbacks, like an arrowy kind of way, but like it won't matter. Like we'll see it in like little bits.
Yeah.
It's cool too that his daughter's gonna get powers too.
Yeah. So his daughter ripped off the sink at the end.
Yeah, and had like red hands.
The only thing I didn't like about the episode, and it was very small, is that I just wanted him to be Black Lightning.
Yeah, I got that because that's what we're waiting for. It's a new superhero show. I want to see him, but like,
Yeah,
it has to tee it up.
Like no one believes that he's not going to be him, so let's just be him. But
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. He's
But
got
like,
to be.
if
drawn
we only
into-
have to sit through one episode to like not
No,
have
yeah,
that,
no, that's what I said. It was small. It was just as I was like, all right, I want to see him beat somebody up.
I've seen, which I think this will be interesting in the show too, because like normally they have to kind of all the like superheroes got to hide from the people and all that shit.
Man.
Like all the town loves Black Lightning. I think it's in one. I believe it's in one of the trailers. He's like walking down. He like takes on a bad guy, and like it's like all outside at night, and like there's an audience clapping for him and shit. And they're like,
Oh,
"Ooh,
really?
Black Lightning!" Like at the end of the next one for this one, yeah, like Black Lightning, my man. Like it's kind of cool that like people really like him.
Well, yeah, that's what I like. The fact that he's like, he's not trying to necessarily just get the bad guy. He's trying just to make it safe.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I like too that scene when he was making. He's like, I've made a deals with all the gangs, and your dude broke it. Like, we need to fix that. That guy even said that was his student at one point.
Yeah.
Which I like him being him being the principal. That's kind of different for this show too.
Kind of reminds me of Lean on Me, that movie with you probably never seen it.
No.
But the principal doesn't take any shit. It was based on a true story, but the principal came in and didn't take shit from anybody. But then all the kids liked the principal by the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it totally reminds me of that.
I kind of liked too towards the end. I think it was before his daughters get kidnapped. It's because he grabbed the gun and all that shit, and he's yelling at his daughters. And the one daughter's like, "Man, you gave up on your community," and then the other daughter like gives him a kiss and's like, "Love you, Dad."
Yeah.
Like it kind of shows that like the
But-
one girl's like, "I get you're protecting us," and the other girl's kind of over because she's Harriet Tubman.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she's the one that ripped the sink in half. So
Yeah, I wonder how long we'll have to wait for the other daughter to start getting her powers too.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
when,
know.
when they'll tease that. That'll be interesting because I know by the end of the show they're gonna be a whole family superhero team.
Which is weird.
Yeah, but that'll be cool. But like you just know down the
that-
line one of the daughters are gonna die for something. You know, what I
Are
mean?
they like the Incredibles?
Possibly, yeah.
Never seen
But
that.
any last thoughts you want to say about Black Lightning? Anything you're looking forward to on the show or you want to see?
No, I just it was entertaining. I'm glad I liked it.
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll continue and get better.
yeah. I'm hoping it continues being good. I mean, if it was like this every episode except a little more Black Lightning, I'll really like the show. My
Yeah.
only thing is, I wish it was on a different night. I don't like that's on right after the Flash, especially for doing videos. I wish it was on
Yeah.
like Wednesday night or something
Maybe
like
they
that.
can put it on Monday. I heard that's opening up.
God, I wish. If this replaced Supergirl, that'd make the show instantly better. But all right, so that's all the time we got today, folks. Check out our Flash video we did tonight as well. We'll be back Thursday night for a review of Arrow. See you guys then.